rule, as I've said, dapat bantayan nyo talaga itong zero exponent rule. Negative exponent rule. Basta negative ang exponent, magiging fraction siya. Tingnan nyo yung naka-green. To convert any negative exponent into positive exponent, the reciprocal should be taken. Reciprocal. Okay? That is why may 1 na dito divided by a raised to m. At mapapansin nyo from negative m, magiging positive m na siya. Okay? For example, 2 raised to negative 2, this negative 2 will become positive 2. And mag-reciprocal mo siya. So 1 over 2 raised to 2 is 1/4. Mabilis mo siyang mapapansin, class. Example, 2 raised to 2. Alam mo na 4 na yan. Isn't it? Pero kung nilagyan ko ito ng negative exponent, that will become 1/4. Reciprocal ni 4 is 1/4. Okay? Here, the exponent is negative 3, so magiging 1 over 5 raised to 3. Well, supposedly, the cube of 5 is really 125. So kung nilagyan mo ng negative sign si 3, that will become negative 125. Okay? Pansinin nyo yung mga exponent basta negative. Okay? Babantayan nyo yan. So, okay. Ngayon, magbigay ako ng just two exercises and then i-comment nyo yung sagot nyo. What is the equivalent of 10 raised to negative 2? And what is the equivalent of 1/2 raised to negative 1? Okay. Please comment your answer in just 20 seconds. Then, sagutan natin agad. Let me know your answers, class. Okay. Comment your answers in 20 seconds. What is 10 raised to negative 2 and 1/2 raised to negative 1? What about 1/2 raised to negative 1? Okay, so time's up. I received your answers. Anyway, mabilisan tong ginagawa natin. So I cannot wait that long. So this is equal to automatic magiging 1 over, automatic yung 1 na numerator, 10 raised to, gawin mo ang positive si negative 2. So this is good as 1 over 100 because 10 raised to 2 is 100. And I see most of you answered 1 over 100. That's correct. The other number, 1/2 raised to negative 1, okay, is equal to 2. Correct. Pero paano nangyari yan, class? Itong si negative 1, inuutusan niya lang si 1/2 na kunin ang kanyang reciprocal, which is 2. So the answer is 2. Okay? Pwede din naman nito. 2, di ba si 1/2 is equal to 2 raised to negative 1. O may exponent pa doon na negative 1. O anong utos ng exponent rule? 2 times negative 1, 2 raised to negative 1. Then gagawin natin, we're going to multiply negative 1 times negative 1, isn't it? Which gives us an answer of 2 raised to 1, which is 2. So the answer really is 2. Okay, good. Marami ang nakasagot sa inyo ng 2. Let us now proceed to the next rule, the power rule. O yan, ito dapat yun, class. This must be multiplication. Power rule, ibig sabihin, power of a power rule, I mean, magmumultiply ka ng dalawang exponents. Kaya siya naging m times n. For example, 3 times 2 here is 6. So this must be 2 raised to 6. 12 times 2 is 24. Kahit negative yan class, you need to multiply. Negative 3 times 7 is negative 21. So 5 raised to negative 21. Hindi magbabago yung base, okay? Hindi muna magbabago ang base unless magsisimplify ka na. Another, here, so you see that x minus y is raised to 3, again raised to 5. So 3 times 5 is 15. Are we clear on that? Can you give me a thumbs up? Okay, so I can see many thumbs ups. Now, I'm going to give a number. Ganun ulit, bibigay ko ng dalawang example. Tapos, i-type nyo lang sa comment yung sagot. Okay. So, here are just two practice numbers. Let's say, for example, if you have 1/2 mm, raised to 2, ano yan? What is 1/2 raised to 2? And then this 4 raised to negative 8 raised to negative 2. Anong sagot dito sa bawat isa? Okay? And please just comment your answers. Okay, just comment. Okay, time's up. And then let us now answer. Let's know. Very quick ito class. Basta if you were not able to comment your answers, then at least you're doing it. You're taking down notes. Okay? 1/2 raised to 2 is 1/4. No? Okay. So here, reason for 1/2, because 1/2 times 1/2 is 1/4. Okay? 4 raised to negative 8 times negative 2. These are two negative numbers. Your answer must be 4 raised to positive 16. So I can see some answers. Okay, most of you got the correct answer. It's time for us to move to the next. The power of a product. Ganyan. Ito yung dinidistribute mo ang exponent class. Pero you have to observe na yung base ay dapat product. Just like that, AB. Product yan. A times B is AB. So kapag nakakita ka ng ganung base, pwede mo i-distribute si M, bigay mo kay A, si M, ibigay mo kay B. Kaya naging ganito ang itsura niya. A raised to M, B raised to M. Okay? Now, let's see the examples here. Just like xy raised to 6, si 6, distribute mo kay x. So x raised to 6, y raised to 6. WZ, negative 2, distribute mo. No? So naging ganyan ang itsura niya. Another case class, if you have, for example, x squared y, tapos naka-raise to 3, so ang gagawin mo dyan, i-multiply mo si 3 kay 2. Initially, naging ganito ang itsura niya, x raised to 2, tapos ito si y. So, ibigay mo, ikalat mo si 3, so magiging ganyan siya. Dinistribute natin dito si 3. Okay? 3 are being distributed. Now, makikita mo na pwede mong i-apply yung rule because 3 times 2 is 6. So we have x raised to 6. And yung isa naman ay y cube lang. Or sa madaling salita class, 3 times 2 is 6. So you have x raised to 6. And 3 times 1 is 3. That gives you y cube. Okay? Kasi yung example sa binigay ko dito ay walang ganyan na katulad. Baka hanapin nyo. Okay? So next here, we have, tulad nito, kikita mo may dalawang base. So ikalat mo lang yung 4, lagay mo dyan. And then yung isa dito. Kaya naging x plus y raised to 4 and x minus y quantity raised to 4. Okay? Now, practice. Practice ulit tayo. I'll give two numbers and then type your answer. No? I-comment nyo lang yung answer na. Let's say we have a, b, c squared raised to 4 and we have a over b, a squared to, wait, no, papunta pa lang pala tayo dyan. Yz raised to 11. Okay, so let me give you just 20 seconds to answer that. Mr. Kim Campos, ka-open ng yung microphone.
Sorry po, sir. Sorry po.
Okay, time's up. Now, sagutan na natin. So I can see your answers here. I'm now reviewing your answers. Oh, you're following it right. Okay? Oh, distribute mo lang ang 4. Oh, a raised to 4. This is a. B raised to 4. And C raised to 8. Because 4 times 2 is 8. Okay. Ayan. Nakuha naman ang majority. The other is but very easy. Y raised to 11 and Z raised to 11. Okay? Now let's move to the next kasi nakita ko sa mga sagot nyo ay maayos. We have the power of a quotient. Power of a quotient. So, look at this. Ito class, halos katulad lang siya ng kanina na nag-distribute ka ng exponent. But in this case, you're going to distribute the exponents, no? Sa numerator and then sa denominator. Kaya naging ganito ang itsura. Okay? So, tinan natin ito. Okay. Medyo maingay dito sa area ko because of malapit kami sa kalsada. So here, 2 over 3. So, distribute mo si 4. Magiging exponent siya ni 2. So, 2 raised to 4. Si 4, distribute mo din dito kay 3. 3 raised to 4. So, ganyan yung pagkaka-apply sa kanyang rule. Okay? Another. Kahit negative number yan, can still distribute. Negative 2 will become the base. So, here. Negative 2 become the exponent, I mean. So, 1 raised to negative 2. And then, negative 2. So parang ang nangyari lang class, kinopya mo yung 1/5, kinopya mo si 1/5, nilagay mo si negative 2 kay 1, si negative 2 kay 5. Parang ganun lang ang ginawa niya, no? Kung papansin niyo mabuti. Okay, what's the other example here? Very quick. Distribute mo lang. So for W raised to 2 and Z raised to 2. Pagkatandaan nyo, i-distribute nyo sa numerator at saka sa denominator. Another example, if you have AB squared over C raised to 4, and then naka-raise pa yan sa 2, halimbawa, ang gagawin mo, i-distribute mo si 2 sa numerator at saka sa denominator. So, ang mangyayari dyan, ilagay mo si 2 dito, and then 2 times 2. So, this will become A squared B raised to 4. Kasi 2 times 2 is 4. So, sa denominator naman, si 2, multiply mo kay 4. So, magiging C raised to 8. No, na-follow nyo yun? Nagsasama-sama na yung rule of multiplication. Power rule. Okay? Can you give me a thumbs up if that's followed? Okay. So, yan. Okay, nakita ko. Marami ng thumbs up. Tingnan natin kung anong next rule. The fractional exponent rule. But don't worry class, kasi lahat ng rules na yan, we will apply them later pag magsasolve tayo ng equations. Si negative exponent rule kasama ni fractional exponent rule, itong dalawang ito ay madalas na hindi nakakalimutan. No? They are the least mastered rules. Okay? Si negative exponent rule, gagawin niyang fraction. Pero si fractional exponent rule, fractional exponent, kasi fraction ang kanyang exponent class. M over N. Kapag ganun daw ang exponent, magiging isa siyang radical number. Pakatandaan niyo lang kung ano ang nasa numerator. What's in the numerator class, this numerator in the exponent should be found inside. Mapapabilang siya sa radical. Okay? However, the numerator of the exponent becomes the index of the radical number. Diyan na papasok yung square root, cube root, ganyan, and others. Okay? Now, let's check this example number 1. So, if you see 3 raised to 1 half, that is immediately square root of 3. Why? Yung base na 3, papasok yan sa radical. Yung denominator na 1 half, denominator na 2, ay magiging siya yung index dito, class. Pero you don't need to write 2 kapag square root kasi that's already understood, no? 1, so that's 1. And 3 raised to 1 anyway is just 3. So you don't need to write 1. That's the reason why it is simply square root of 3. Okay? O, next, tingnan nyo si A over B. Si A over B, automatic, ipapasok mo yan sa loob. So, A over B. After that, yung 5 na ito, magiging index ng radical number. Yung 2 na ito becomes the exponent of the base A over B. So, naging ano siya, fifth root of the square of A over B. Okay? So, ganun na nga ang nangyari sa kanila. What's next? So, here, yung buong base na ito, x minus y, ayun pa rin siya dito. And then, itong 3 na to, cube. So, ayan na siya, maging index. And yung 2 na numerator becomes the exponent of the base x minus y. So, it is somehow tricky itong rule na ito. Pero babantayan mo lang ang denominator at saka numerator ng exponent. Yung denominator, magiging index. Yung index class, yun na yung magsasabi kung square root, cube root, fifth root, 10th root, or whatever is that index. Pwede namang 55th root, mga ganyan-ganyan. No? And then yung the numerator becomes the exponent of the base. And as you can see here, kitang-kita natin, the base that is 1 over b becomes still that's written as A over B, no? Papasok yan sa radical, radicand na siya, and then yung 2 na ito na exponent numerator is the exponent now of the base A over B. Okay. Are you all active sa messenger nyo? Kasi for sure may hirapan kayo mag-send sa akin through comment. O ngayon, if you are able no to send your answer, picturean mo ang sagot mo kahit anong sheet of paper yan. Send mo sa akin sa Messenger. I'm active in the Messenger. I can check also message requests. Okay, magbibigay ako ng 2 items lang and then ibigay nyo yung katumbas niya using the rule of this fractional exponent. From that, malalaman ko if you understood it and later we will move immediately. Okay, so let me give you just 2. Ayan. Okay, picturean nyo ang sagot nyo, isend nyo sa messenger, and then that's good to go. No? So let's have number 1. Ano ang katumbas ng 6 raised to 5 over 7? And number 2, ano naman ang katumbas ng x plus z raised to 4 over 5? Okay, itong dalawang ito, i-rewrite niyo siya sa kanyang katumbas. Isulat mo sa papel, picturean mo, isend mo sa akin sa messenger. I'm giving you just 20 seconds to do it. Okay, nakaka-receive na ako ng messages. Ay, okay. Magla-like react lang ako, no? So it means that you got it. Okay. Ayan. Is it x plus 7? It is x plus z. X plus z yun. Okay, tinan yung, it's not 7 that I wrote. It's x plus z. Okay, natatatad na ako ng messages. I cannot reply very fast, pero nakita ko yung errors. Nakita ko yung errors, class. So, yeah, I will reply anyway. Tuloy-tuloy ako magre-reply later. Okay, let us now answer it. So, very simple for number 1. This is equal to, kopyahin mo muna yung base na 6, lagyan mo ng radical sign. Si 7, papasok dito as radical index. Si 5 naman, dapat nakapasok siya sa radical sign. Okay? Yung isa naman, that is x plus 7. Ay, z pala. Sorry, ako yung mali. And then enclose. Then yung 5. Ay, mali. It's not 5. It must be 4. So, 4. And then, yan. And then, fifth root. As you can see, class, sa pagsulat ko, no, dapat kasyang-kasya. No? Dapat nasakop niya talaga yung hanggang kay 4, yung radical sign. So kung ang pagkakasulat mo ay ganito, x plus z, tapos lumabas si 4, then that should not be accepted. That's not proper. Okay? So be very careful on the proper writing. This is not accepted. Okay, yun ang napansin ko, most of you. Okay, masyadong magmadali. You just need to observe kung sakto ba yung haba ng radical sign, ganyan. Okay? Now, let's move. I have a question here. What if the exponents are irrational, sabi niya? How do we simplify irrational exponents? Ang irrational exponents, class, ito yung mga non-repeating or infinitesimals. Ito yung mga hindi mo kayang gawing decimal, hindi mo kayang gawing fraction sa madaling salita. Lahat ng pwedeng maging fraction ay rational sila. Rational. Okay? So pag sinabi mong irrational, hindi yan magiging fraction. This is how. Tulad niyan, we have irrational exponent. Square root of 2 is irrational exponent. The base is 2. So kapag i-simplify mo yan, class, combining like terms lang din. And how do we combine like terms? It's like in number 1, 4 square root of 3 times 4 square root of 3 requires you to use the rule of product wherein you're going to add the exponents. Square root of 3 plus square root of 3, yan siya. Like terms. So dalawa silang square root of 3 kaya naging 2 square root of 3. Okay? O yung isa naman, multiply mo si 3 kay square root of 2. Okay? Hindi mo pwedeng i-multiply si 3 kay 2 sa loob. Bawal yun. So that is good as 3 square root of 2. Okay? O here, so kita nyo to, pareho sila ng base na 3, di ba? Gagamitin mo ang division. That is why kinuha mo yung exponent ng numerator, ito siya, square root of 2 minus 2. Ni-minus mo sa exponent ng denominator which is square root of 2. O like terms ito, square root of 2 at saka negative square root of 2 are like terms, kaya naging 0 na yan. At anong natira? It is negative 1 that is left. Square root of 2 minus square root of 2 is 0, class. So, kaya naging 3 raised to negative 1 na lang yung natira dito. And 3 raised to negative 1, using the rule of negative exponent, will become 1/3. Okay? So, what about this next? Square root of 7, 3 square root of 7 raised to square root of 7. This will now allow you to multiply square root of 7 times square root of 7. And that is square root of 49. That's a time for you to multiply 7 times 7, class. Kaya ito naging, ayan na siya, 7 times 7. Kaya naging 49 ito. And then square root of 49 is 7. So the answer is 3 raised to 7. Nakikita nyo na most of the answers here, class, ay hindi siya naka-simplify. No? Just like 3 raised to 7. Pinapakita lang sa inyo na ganun ang mangyayari. That will become 3 raised to 7. Okay? Meron pa ba? Ito. Something to remember. What is all about this rule na ito? Dito, bibilangin mo kung ilan yung factors. Itong n factors. Ang factors, ito yung mga minumultiply mo. No? 1, 2, 3, 4, up to n. Sabi niya. Should be equal to x. So, paano siya ma-apply? Parang dito sa number 1. A simple clue to this class is square root of 2 times square root of 2. Ang radical, ang index mo dito ay 2, di ba? Tapos nakikita mo dito na dalawa sila, square root of 2 at saka square root of 2. The answer is simply 2. Ganyan, yun yung tinutukoy ng rule. Kunin mo lang daw yung radical na x. O parang itong si number 1, cube root siya, 3. So 3 dapat yan. The answer is 2. Kukunin mo lang ang nasa loob na radical. And number 2, 5 sila. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth root at 5 din sila. Kaya ang sagot is simply 2.1. Number 3, okay. Paano ito naging 4? Kung makikita mo, class, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hanggang 5 ito. Pero ito ay naka 4 squared. Ang ibig sabihin niyan, class, ay dalawa ang 4. Okay. Kunin ko si 7th root of 4 squared. Ang 7th root of 4 squared kasi, class, ay nanggaling siya sa ganitong itsura. I-write natin. And this is 2 over 7. Galing fractional exponent. Si 4, pwede mo i-factor out si 2 over 7. Ipasok mo ang 2, lalabas ang 1 over 7. Isn't it? Because 2 times 1 over 7 is 2 over 7. And that's the time for you to ipasok mo na sa loob ng radical, si 4 raised to 2, naging 7. 7th root of 4 raised to 2. Which at the same time, class, pag pinagpalit mo ng pwesto, I use another color, pag pinagpalit mo ng pwesto si 2 at saka si 1 over 7, nagiging ganito, 4 raised to 1 over 7 raised to 2. Walang problema dun kasi multiplication is commutative. Now, this means that magiging ganito siya, 7th root of 4 and then raised to 2 pa siya. So, ang ibig sabihin ng raised to 2, dalawang 7th root of 4. Which means now na itong si 7th root of 4 squared na to, 7th root of 4 squared na to ay dalawang 7th root of 4. So kapag i-count mo pa rin, 7 pa rin sila. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Ano lang yan, class? I'm just sharing that as a way for you para hindi na kayo malito. Kasi usually, kapag tinanong ka, square root of 2 times square root of 2, nagka-calculator ka pa. Ang sagot lang naman ay 2. O, square root of 9 times square root of 9, the answer is 9. And others. No? Okay? So, we're done on the basic rules of exponents. We will now move to the exponential functions. Kailangan talaga nating ma-recall ang mga yan, class, kasi you cannot really understand how to solve exponential equations, functions, when you don't know the rule of equations, the rule of exponents here. Okay?